Hello again, and this is video number 3, and Wanda Person from Columbia, Georgia was down here with us the next couple of days. She's one of the highest retailers and top sponsors in our whole Premier family. Not only that, she's been in Premier less than 2 years, so we're excited to talk about some of the things Wanda has done and why she really just feels like in less than 2 years she's felt equipped and motivated to kind of go for some really big dreams right away. So Wanda, let me just start by asking, what have you kind of modeled yourself after? How did you kind of know how to pace yourself and things like that? Did you look to anyone, or did it all come from within? Kind of give us some insight into what motivates you like that.
Okay, when I first started Premier, my Premier mom is Missy Standifer, and we had had a relationship for a number of years, and so I respected Missy already. And as we went through training, Missy opened her calendar to show me how she keeps up with her shows, and that became the model. And so Missy was trying to have about 8 to 10 shows, so I tried to have 8 to 10 shows. And so Missy was my model.
So you kind of just, Missy was your sponsor, and you thought, well, that must be the way you do it. This is what Missy does, so that's what I can do. I like it. Which leads me kind of to question number 2. Premier is unique in that you're self-employed, you're an independent distributor, but you have some people in your Premier family and your Premier organization, obviously, that that care about you and want to help you. Were there some influential things or some leaders or some people in your Premier family, upline, downline, sideline, that you kind of listened to at first?
Absolutely. When I first joined Premier, I went to Raleigh, and there was a lot of prep material that Joni Brummel was sending us about what to bring to Raleigh, what to expect from Raleigh. And every one of those notes ended with bring a teachable spirit, and to always remember those who train remain, those who don't won't. And that was something I took to heart. And as soon as I went to Raleigh before my training show, so I had no idea what I was getting into until then. And when I went home, I was ready to kind of hit the ground running, had my training show, and went from there. But that stuck with me, those who train remain. And if I want to be in Premier for the long haul, then I really need to take advantage of all of the opportunities to train. And I've tried to do that. The other thing was in some training with Eric and Robin, being just our Premier business being compared to a regular job. And Eric used the phrase, you can't call in busy. And that's been something that I've used to kind of pace myself and to stay disciplined to the work of Premier. Is I can't call in busy. It's a job. I have to do what I need to do.
That's good insight. I guess knowing you, the little bit that I have, I would definitely say you're one of the most teachable people that I know. So that's very true. The third question I have is, as far as pacing yourself and keeping track of what you've done in your own personal business, talk a little bit how you use Premier Design's website. The
Premier Design website, I look at it every single day. I look at that awards section every day, the awards bracelet. I think it was great for pacing how close I was to my quick start, the 6, 9, 12 Jones rookie team. And that put the pace out that I should sponsor 2 people within that time period. And so that kind of set a pace for how the business should run. And what would be, I know we don't have quotas, but what would be expected of someone who is doing their business well. I use that for Crown Jewel, I use it for special things like the Lest We Forget challenge, and for the MVP challenge, any kind of a challenge that's on, anything that can be measured by those charms. I really try to keep up with where I am in the Crown Jewels, how close I am, how many days I have left to accomplish something, and pace it out, how many shows do I need to reach that, and so on, the whole way through. Yeah,
I think that perhaps the Premier Design's website and the awards bracelet is really underutilized. That's a really good point. You check it every day. That's awesome.
I check it every day.
Well, thank you, Wanda. We appreciate it, and it's been a joy having you down here.